So I can't believe it. They finally made a improved version of one of my all-time favorite cards, Krenko 10 Street Kingpin, in the form of Anim Pakal. And no, I'm not exaggerating when I say that it is an improved variation on Krenko. Let's take a look at Anim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. So for 3 mana, you get a 1/2 human soldier. So we're already at the same rate, 1/2 for 3. That allows us, when it attacks with one or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on Anim Pakal, and then create X amount of 1/1 gnome artifact creatures that are tapped and attacking equal to the counters on there. So there's some differences and some better or worse things about this. Well, one, it's slightly worse in that you have to go off of the counters, not the total power, unlike Krenko, who looks at total power. So Krenko can actually get better with anthem effects or like +2/+0 pump spells or whatever. Then you swing, you get that many extra. Doesn't really work with Anim Pakal. But with Anim Pakal, we get the creature tokens coming into play tapped and attacking. We don't have to wait through them just to sit there and do nothing for us for a turn. We can also get through there with the extra white mana that's in here now to do token doubling and token tripling in the case of the white god that came in the new set. There's just some better functionality with this card comparative. We also have protection spells available to us that we don't have in the mono red deck if you wanted to play Krenko as the commander. So with this, we have white spells like Lauren's Escape and things like that, where we can go, okay, protect this, keep it on the board as long as we can. We also do have some +1/+1 counter adding cards in the deck too to kind of bolster this up and get it rolling downhill as fast as possible. So let's take a look at a few other cards in the deck. Since we're on a +1/+1 counter theme, I thought I'd delve into the new set and grab Tarion Soul Cleaver. It gives Anim Pakal vigilance, and anytime one of our gnome tokens or any one of our other creatures dies, or any artifact goes to the graveyard, treasures, whatever, it's going to put a counter on her and just make her better and better and better as the game goes along. I also have one of my new favorite toys in Roaming Throne. You name human, which because there's a lot of human stuff going on in here, and it's going to give you extra triggers off of this. Now, I'm saying name human because there are some things that are like human cleric or human soldier or whatever. She's a human soldier. But you don't want to name soldier because then you're not going to get extra triggers off of some of your other things in the deck that are human, but they don't have the same other creature type attached to them. And then, as I mentioned before, we're also going to include the white god, Oher Tak, Deepest Foundation, 6 mana, 6/6 with vigilance, triples the amount of tokens that are created when they're created, and if it dies, it flips into a land. So this just has a really cool way of giving us more and more tokens, because if you end up with going into like a late game where the commander keeps getting killed over and over again, this is a good way to speed yourself back up and get the game back under control and pressure your opponent before they can recover and stop you again. That's all I'm going to talk about of some of the new cards that are going to be in the deck. The full deck list is down below in the description, and if you feel like it and you like supporting the channel, please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I do read your comments, and I love discussing what I've been doing here. So for now, let's get into the gameplay and we'll talk more after. Bruenor Battlehammer. All right, this ought to be interesting. We got a Boros showdown to start us off. Okay, I kind of like Rip Apart being in here. Roastmaster's really good. I'll keep this hand. It's not bad. A lot of 3-drops though. Could be a little dice. Probably start off with the plains because it doesn't hurt us to do that. The Rip Apart's nice because either we can use it to destroy one of their creatures or we can blow up one of their equipment pieces as they get them down, and the bigger battery equipment that comes down, because Bruenor is a real pain in the neck because it just builds up into this big monster that can come trampling over you basically, or you know, that thing, which I think I might just kill that outright. I'm not sure yet. I think Breaches is going to be the play, just simply because it has first strike. So unless they get something to push the toughness over 4, I'm not worried about them swinging with that Champion of the Flame. The only thing that would make me worry is if they had like a Sword of Fire and Ice and they were able to do that. Otherwise, I'm not that concerned. They're gonna have to spend their turn killing Breaches to keep me from blocking their Champion of Flame. So it's like whatever. And if they don't kill Breaches, I'm just gonna play Anim Pakal and swing and get my stuff. Guess what does that do? It comes. Now see, they got a 5/4 out of that, so now I can't do the block, and that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna play Lauren and destroy the sword. There's no reason not to at this point. Not gonna attack. I'm gonna sit back. Yes, I could get treasure tokens and other things off of Breaches, but for now, it's actually better just to wait and force them to come up with other things. I mean, go ahead and give it +2/+0. I can first strike it. I'm not that concerned. Okay, so they realized what was going on there. Alrighty here, let's go with Anim Pakal. Breaches is gonna swing. I'm gonna make it so Aurelia can't block. So either way, the token or the breaches will kill the champion if they want to block. They don't know the effect on breaches. They're like sitting like, why can't I block? That's why. It's just a great effect. Now, Witty Roastmaster might be the play coming up. If I get another red mana, I could do Witty Roastmaster plus Inti. Not sure. They're like looking at all of my stuff, so I get the feeling something's gonna get fried here. That's fine. They got my breaches. You leave my Anim Pakal alone. Okay, they're just gonna do that so it can come across and not tap, which is fine. Let's see what else they got going on. I think we're gonna both draw cards. So, because I really would like that second red mana. Okay, there's her talk. Oh, so close. I'm trying to think what the best way to handle this is. Because the problem is when you attack, the Anim Pakal trigger's already gone past, so... Well, maybe not. I'm trying to think of like the best way to go about that particular. I think, yeah, let's do Inti. Because we can discard, and this also leaves Mithril Coat open to us if they want to try to fry Anim Pakal. I'm going to swing with Anim because I can get 2 counters on her. I'm trying to think. This is a test because I haven't tried this yet with Inti. Now they cook Inti before I can do anything. I might not swing. All right, so we're gonna attack with Anim Pakal. She'll get a little bigger. Inti's got his thing up. What are they doing? They're doing some weird eyeballing. I don't like it. I'm actually gonna keep stuff. We'll go with this route. If they just bounce block, I can use Rip Apart. If they try to do some kind of shenanigans, though, I have the Mithril Coat to protect Anim. Okay. And yes, I know Rip Apart's a sorcery, but I could do it second main. Okay, so this is where we go Mithril Coat on Anim Pakal. They waste their Justice Strike. It's fine, and we get to keep our little guys alive, which is good for the Arcbound Shikari that's in the deck, because that was actually a card I stumbled upon when I was building the deck. I was like, oh wow, this is actually in this deck, so that's cool. But I didn't want to lose any of the stuff on my hand. Like the only card that was really discardable was Oher Talk. Holy sh! Yo, boyga. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Does she fly? Oh, no, she doesn't fly, but she tramples. All right, it's a good thing I have the Rip Apart. I'm just gonna take the hit because there's no point in losing anything to this. We're gonna do the whole card drawing thing. I gotta tear that card apart. Hello. That might win us the game though, right on the spot. Crapo. Because the tokens would then come in tapped and attacking as angels, and there would be 3 of them coming down. And then it would be block. I'm trying to do the math. It's block, block, block. 1, 2, 3. So 3. Now it wouldn't be enough to win. I think I got to go with the safe play. Let's do a Rip Apart, destroy artifact on the Colossus Hammer. Yeah, we have to play the safe route. Let's do... crap. I'm at 3. This sucks. All right, let's do the Witty Roastmaster. I mean, there's really no reason not to. I probably should have done the Inti silliness last turn. Okay, let's drop this. Not that. Let's drop the staff because the staff is dangerous to us now. We'll put it on her. Oh, I wish I had that Shadow Spear last turn. And it's about to get exiled because I don't have a land. I mean, if they get any equipment, I'm dead. There's no way around it. Because all I need is one additional damage on... Actually, I don't even think they need the one additional damage. I think Aurelia can kill me anyways, just with her pump ability, now that I think about it. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think Aurelia can just fly over and kill me. Too little, too late. But we'll let him finish it off. Well, not a bad first start to see what she can do. Let's go move on to the next one, see what else we can pull off. Akawali, the Seething Tower, one of the new commanders. I think this is the Descend guy. Ooh, they have a new Mori. So this is because I guess it would depend on what they got. We're gonna keep this. But Akawali, yeah, this is the Descend commander. Like as long as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has trample. And if you let them get to 8, you're just screwed. Because then you can't block the stupid thing unless you have your own big green monsters to put in front of it. We're going to do Cold Steel Heart first since it comes into play tapped. We'll do it on red. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I have filtering and whatnot. All right, so let's do Arcane Signet. And then we'll do this, naming humans. Like I said before... with the Roaming Throne, you want to name human because there's a lot of triggering effects on a lot of our humans that are in the deck, besides Anim Pakal, that you want to keep going on the deck. Wow, I haven't seen that card used yet in anything. All right, so we have Elish Norn. I don't want to use the Metallic Mimic beyond that. Let's go ahead and drop the Anointed Procession. We can wait a turn. As long as you have one attacking creature, and this is another advantage that Anim Pakal has over Krenko. Let's see if we lost our creature. Is that it doesn't have to be that creature attacking. Any creature that we have that attacks can do what we need it to do. Let's do Pirate's Pillage. No, not that. Elish Norn can go. She's not going to do us a lot of good right now. Let's go... Well, we have a lot of weird options here. I'm going to play this and pray they don't have another removal spell on hand at the moment. Because if they do, I'm just completely screwed. We'll do... I want to be a little mana efficient. We'll go ahead and play Throne of the God Pharaoh too. Which was a new addition. I was actually able to... sit and with the holiday kind of massage the deck a little bit, because this is actually like the third variation on this deck that I've made a bunch of changes to. I think I've swapped out probably about 17 or 18 cards that were in the original version of the deck when I first threw it together, because I don't copy other people's stuff. I just build up what I think looks cool and looks good, and I play it, and then sometimes they look a little less than optimal. Recommission. So I could get that with a counter on it, but I'd rather keep that for Anim Pakal. All right, let's go ahead and throw the Maul the Skyclaves on Anim. Just so, and the reason that's in here is so she can fly over and smack them. I could just do, I could do Recommission naming gnomes too. Let's do that. I didn't really think about that. We can do that. We'll name gnome. I actually typed this in probably. There it is, gnome. So now when she attacks, she's going to come through. The gnomes are now 3/3s because they're going to get a bonus from Intangible Virtue. But that also allows those 3/3s to punch things like the Stinging Cave Crawler and Akawali. So I actually kind of like that. Intangible Virtue was a late add too. Now that I did copy off of somebody. I actually had a mirror match of Anim Pakal, and I never even thought about Intangible Virtue being in the deck. And because I was like, oh, I don't have any way to pump these things, but this does it. The opponent played it against me, and I was like, okay, that one is definitely going to get lifted and put in the deck. So that was like in the second version of the deck. The third one, the Throne of the God Pharaoh, got thrown in, along with Maul of the Skyclave. Because Anim Pakal just kept getting stonewalled by death touchers and stuff. So I was like, let's come up with a way to stop this. Well, I'm not gonna throw my metallic mimic in the garbage here. Okay. So I'm gonna sandbag the land. I'm gonna play the staff. I'm going to actually pay 3 life and proliferate so I can put the counters on these because I need them bigger. Plus, I want her making more stuff. So this is going to give us 6 3/3s. It's more dangerous. They're not going to be able to not block some of this stuff. All right, so 9 more is coming through. I'm going to hold that. Oh, baby. I should have swung with the metallic mimic. That might have cost me. That's why Throne of the God Pharaoh was so good in here, because if they don't kill the gnome tokens, they're going to get killed by them. It's werewolves. All right. Let's see how this goes. Usually Tovolar runs me way the heck over. Oh, I like this. This is actually good to kind of demonstrate some of the advantages of having the white in the deck versus the mono red with Krenko, because then you get things like Angel Fire Ignition. You can dump 2 counters on Anim Pakal, and then you just keep rolling, and then like Showdown of the Skulls allows us to, you know, spam spells and stack more counters on her until she gets to be just like a critical mass mess to deal with. And we have Impact Tremors, which is really good too. Just like the Throne of the God Pharaoh in the last game that I did, it's really good in the deck because then you're able to just start pinging the ever-living crap out of your opponent. Oh, they're land screwed. We're going to go ahead and drop the Impact Tremors and the boots. Because I think, yeah, what I should be able to do is drop Anim Pakal next turn. And, okay, they have Tovolar. But that's fine. I can kill Tovolar. I'm not concerned about him almost at all. Let's see. Yeah, no. We're gonna have to 4-1. I'm just trying to think, like, is it smart to let Tovolar live? I'm gonna go ahead and drop Showdown. Tovolar by himself is not that big a deal. Ooh, and we have a metallic mimic. Did not get any other lands, though. That was what I was kind of hoping for, was a land in that bundle. So hopefully we top deck a land. That would be ideal. Because then we could play the land, play the metallic mimic. Because either way, we're only getting 1 counter on Anim off of either the Showdown or off of the other. So okay, there's the land I wanted. Now it's like, do I want... Because to hit the 3/3, Anim Pakal would only be... She wouldn't be big enough to do this. All right, let's see. Tovolar may have to die. Or it could be... This gives haste, right? Yes, it does. All right, let's do Anim Pakal. Let's do Angel Fire Ignition. Yeah. Gimme. Swing and face. What? Oh! I forgot about the little... We'll send the gnomes flying here. So we'll knock her down 3 levels. We'll gain back some of this life that's been sucked out of us. Now, ideally... I don't know how well this is going to work. Oh, baby. O'Hare Talk's coming down this turn. I don't care. This is going to be freaking hilarious. Because we're gonna have a bunch of stuff coming down the pipe. All right, so we do O'Hare Talk. We'll get 5. Yikes! Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, we're not even gonna play this dumb game. Just here, do it. Face. I don't even care. The Impact Tremors alone will kill them. I'm just gonna spam this. Yeah, we're about to get 18 triggers of Impact Tremors plus 18 attackers off of that. Shakes the world. Okay, yeah, that's usually a bad news situation for most decks. Oh, I've yet to see Rosie Cotton with Anim Pakal. I kind of like that idea. Let's do it. I'll start with Command Tower, because then it kind of gives me flexibility in case I hit something else, like a double white or double red. I could use it with that. Let's see. Caryatid. It's like, do I kill it? Like that's the question. It's like, do I kill it or do I let them have the mana? I think I want Anim Pakal online right now because a fight spell right now isn't going to kill her. Now they have the ramp. So yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. All right, so Sundown Pass. Oh, this is kind of funny. I kind of like this. So here's a fun thing. We're going to make a token, and we're going to put the counter on Anim Pakal. We're going to swing with her. We'll get 2 more tokens, put 2 more counters on her. I didn't even think about when I was like, oh, we'll just, put counters on her. Forgot that it creates tokens. So it has just a synergy that's going to keep on trucking through. Oh, they just did Elven Chorus. Okay. So Impact Tremors, we're going to have 5 Impact Tremor hits come down this turn alone. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do Impact Tremors. I'm just swinging with her. Yeah, I'll swing with these 2. And we're gonna dump all the counters on her because I want her to be so big. Yeah. Yeah, you're just screwed now. First Sliver. All right. Now this hand is, yeah, that's the first hand I've seen all day. I'm like, no, nah, not feeling it. So we'll have probably Cold Steel Heart on 2 just because I want to get ahead on mana. First time I've seen Bombardment today, which is fun because any of the gnome tokens that can't get through, like they're going to get blocked or whatever, you just fling them at their face. So let's go Heart on red because we've already got double white. Brass's Tunnel Grinder is decent. All right, they got Mimic. It's all right. I'm trying to think if I want Anim down. You know what? Let's do this on humans. Actually, shoot. I screwed that up. What I should have done is I should have played Staff of Completion first, then did that, because then I could have got the Staff and the Metallic Mimic online. That was an oops. I've yet to use the Shikari, because usually, most of the time, the opponents are either scooping it up or they're dead on board before I ever get to slam that thing down. All right. Well, they didn't want to swing. All right. So this time, let's not make the same stupid mistake twice. Let's go Staff of Completion. Let's do Anim Pakal, Autopay, and pass. That's just a +1/+0 toughness modifier. I was like, is that the double strike one? It's not. All right. So they have their First Sliver. I'm not that concerned yet. Because I do have Elish Norn available. So if I really get in trouble, I can flip it. My turn. All right, there's the Roast Master. So we have the ability to get them coming and going, but I can't swing Anim Pakal because I don't have protection for her. All right, we're going to do Brass's Tunnel Grinder. We're going to dunk everything but Elish Norn. Because that's not going to win us the game right now. Okay. So do I have the ability? Yeah, I do. Steel Seraph on Prototype. We're gonna take the hit. And the next combat, she's gonna gain flying. And that again was one of those late additions to the deck because I just had trouble getting Anim Pakal through. Okay, so I mean they're gonna die anyways. So I'm just gonna bombard this one with this token. And so Metallic Mimic will die in combat with that. So it's like, whatever. And it gives us the descending trigger, which is nice. I mean, we would got it anyways because of the discards. But so we have Mondrak and we have Impact Tremors in hand. Glax. This is a Slivers deck. What are you doing? That Shadow Spear scares me, though. So the Metallic Mimic has kind of outlived its usefulness right now, so I'm just going to probably stick that in front of the First Sliver just to not take half my life in damage. And then I'm going to fling it at their head. Because every little damage may count here against the Slivers. Just don't know. Okay, Unbreakable Formation's interesting. let's do, because this would leave me 2 mana up. We're going to get 3 gnomes, but that does not make Elish Norn work the way I want it to. Let's do Mondrak. I'd rather have the multiple gnome triggers. We'll make her fly again. Just, oh shoot, I almost swung right into Vorinclex. That was bad. I almost forgot he's got reach. That would have looked really stupid on my part. So we have to do the unbreakable formation in order to actually swing. I mean, you can cop. Steelform Sliver is really the only thing they. Oh, is it? Oh, it's any creature. Oh crap. That's bad. I thought it was just their own creatures. I haven't used that clone, I think, but maybe one time. All right, and they have First Strike coming. Great. All right, so they're probably gonna make that thing fly, because then I can only block it with the one creature. I'm not blocking this time, because I really can't afford to. Oh. Wow. They're probably going to scoop after this. So they have Indestructible right now, and I'm just going to do this. Just blow the board apart. Yeah, no. Just a casual, you know. We'll give it lifelink this time, so I can gain some life back. 8, 16. This is probably lethal, actually. Oh, yeah. We lethal. They had just enough stuff to make the Vanquish the Horde be a very cheap board wipe combo. I love it. Hualti, the Poet of Unity. So this is probably a dinosaur deck. Wow, those are nice. If I had white mana. Well, you know what? I've yet to draw the Reckless Fireweaver, which is basically a redundancy of all the Impact Tremors effects and stuff like that. So I want to try it. Plus, Breaches can come down on 3 if I don't draw any white mana, which we got a Sunbaked Canyon, which is nice. Plus, it's got a nice, 1/3 body on it that's a little harder to punch through with little stuff. So maybe Breaches. This cheapens dinosaurs. So yeah, for sure Dino deck, not the usual Pantalaza or Gishath variation, but geez. Well, Lauren of the Third Path, come on down, because that needs to die, because I hate that card. No. No, I say. We're gonna. Well, hang on. Actually, I want the treasure token, because it does the ping, and then the first strike punch through will get rid of that. And then we already missed the window on that, but then again, I actually want to do this now, because then I can put the counter on Anim Pakal if I play her next turn. I get a couple of turns of charging her up, because then Breaches can make Hualti unable to block. Okay, so let's play Anim Pakal. Next to combat, we'll put the counter over here, and we will swing with just Breaches. Target creature can't block. Hualti, no. Dang. Next. Now they're going to eat up and just block the other little doof, which is fine. But ideally, we can get a land within either the Lauren draw or our next turn, so then we can Divine Visitation and get 3 angel tokens coming down instead of the gnomes next turn. And making stuff not able to block really does a number on them. All right, we got the land because I didn't draw the card, but that's okay. Let's see if they scoop on this. So counter here. You and you. Weaver of Blossoms can't block. Next. Oops, that's 4 times 4. That's 16. Oopsies. I didn't do the math. I was thinking it was 12, but I forgot I had the Luminarch Aspirant and her attack trigger, so doesn't matter. Ouch. Divine Visitation came in. That was actually the last card I added to the deck because I realized, oh yeah, they come in as angels and they're attacking. Oh, it's a mirror match. I've done one of these before. I've done twice. I won one, lost one. But I haven't played it since I changed the deck around. I'm going to mull that hand because it's kind of crapola. This I like, because ideally what we do here is we drop the Luminarch Aspirant. So then what we get, what do they got that was holding priority? There's either lag going on or they have priority. I can't tell which for sure. But ideally we drop the Sunbaked Cane, slam Anim Pakal, she'll get 2 counters on her. Oh, they are mana screwed. Well, let's see if they have any kind of removal in their hand that's a way to kill this. Probably. Oh, no. System must be lagging then, because I keep getting little hitches in the gameplay engine. We'll see. That's all you got? I think you're going to have a problem here real soon. Do I just do... What do I do here? I think I just do this plus Impact Tremors. I think that's just the quicker, faster way of killing them, to be perfectly honest. So we got 4 Impact Tremors triggering, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That is the fastest I've killed anybody with this deck. Hands down. Tiamat. All right. So we got 5 colored dragons. I like this. Because most of the hands I've had Throne of the God Pharaoh have been really, really, really good. So let's go with Tyrion Soul Cleaver. That's the first time I've drawn Throwing Discovery. All day. All right, we're going to do Throwing Discovery. We'll discard the Rip Apart and probably the Tunnel Grinder. I like it. It works. This is one of our artifact or creatures put into a graveyard. Okay. Oh, they're mana screwed. I'm going to play the Reckless Fireweaver just in case. Okay, they're still mana screwed. I'm going to go with the Anointed Procession. I'll attack for 1. Because ideally what we can do is get Anim down quickly. Let's see. If I do Anim Pakal, attach the Soul Cleaver? Is that the right play? Or is it... No, it's Throne. It's Throne. What am I thinking? Counter. We make 2. Shoots twice. Drains for 3. That's the maximum damage. Now, if they play something to block with or whatever this turn, I could do... Oh, never mind. Board going boom. If I had Reconstruct in my hand, I would have been able to do that, but... Oh, that would have been so good. All right, we're just going to play that because as soon as I play her, she'll come in with a counter on her. I really would like to have another creature so I can do like a double down of some sort. Yeah, I was just way overextended into that. That was a dumb idea. So we also have Get Lost, which allows us to smack their stuff around. Haven't seen much of anything other than, let's see here. Shoot, I can't do 2. All right, let's do Staff of Completion. Pass the turn. We'll sit on the Get Lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they got enough to cast Tiamat already, so they could probably do Tiamat. I'll probably Get Lost the thing. Or I might get rid of that, because this does hit enchantments. Boy. All right. Just because I'm struggling here, we're going to draw a card. All right, there's Breaches. There's Feet. Still don't have the mana. Do I? No, I do. Never mind. All right. Got Anim. Pass turn. We have Feet of Resistance to protect her from getting blasted out of the water. Now, if they have another board wipe or a one-sider like they just did, then I'm a little screwed. But we're about to find out. Oh, don't tell me they have Casualties of War. Because they're targeting multiple things. Unless they're just dinking around. Hey, look, it's Casualties of War. Auto pay. Black. There went my good stuff. which is really annoying. But this also keeps them from using other black spells. I mean, they can use the map tokens and try to make Rivaz bigger, whatever. All right, that's good. That puts her out of the range of the anger of the gods. Man, I need that Soul Cleaver to get attached to her so I can stop the bleeding here. All right, so we're gonna put the Soul Cleaver on. Let's play Breaches. And we're gonna go ahead and proliferate. Swing. So now she's big enough to punch through, and if any of these die, she'll get bigger. Otherwise, they go down. So she's getting bigger anyways. They would have been dead had they not gotten rid of my Throne of the God Pharaoh. Okay, it's fine. She's still alive. Sucks they got exiled though. There's Dryad. Yeah, I'm just gonna proliferate and swing. So I'll have like 12 little dinks coming at you anyways. So that was my Riding with My Nomies deck. This thing is a ton of fun. If you like fast games, things where just a bunch of little dumb stunts are going on, things that might surprise you like it did for me in the gameplay video. This is a great deck to build. Anim Pakal is just a rare. You don't really need to spend a mythic on a commander for this. And some of these cards you don't even have to use. A lot of them are just cheap stuff anyways, like the Reckless Fireweavers and that kind of stuff. So if you have these cards laying around, or a couple spare wild cards that you want to build the deck with, it's a great deck to get a bunch of wins off of if you want to go that route to do like your grind outs for red and white daily quests and that kind of stuff. I'm probably going to keep this deck around. The one thing I didn't get to display was the Roaming Throne. Never drew it during the game. Because what you do is you name human, and she'll trigger twice. And the way her trigger structure is, you put the counter on, you make the tokens, and then it would trigger again, putting another counter on, and then making another batch of tokens. So it acts almost as like a pseudo anointed procession in order to actually double out the tokens for you. So it's just a great card to include here, even if it only really affects a few creatures in the deck. So remember, with the Roaming Throne, you don't necessarily have to be playing a deck that cares about all the creatures in your deck being one creature type. You can get great effect out of just a few creatures having a creature type that you care about. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Let me know down in the comments below what you would take out of the deck, what you would add to the deck, what you thought of what I was doing here with the deck. I'm all ears. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.